Welcome to Ageless Fairy. Randall Cox here. Hey, today we're going to talk about why we can't lose weight. So if this is your first time here, start by subscribing now. Let's get those notifications turned on so that you don't miss anything. Now, there are a good amount of people right now, they are not taking very good care of their bodies. Look, if you're 20, you're 30, you're 40, and you're overweight, look, you're not going to live to be 90. You're not going to live to be 80, okay? And you may not live to be 70 unless you make changes now. So right now, you're most likely not in a happy place if you're dealing with weight issues. You know, and one of the things where I get confused is when people talk about certain diseases, being hereditary, something like a heart disease or, clogged arteries, stroke, and diabetes. And I don't feel that's the case because your children, your nieces, your nephews, look, they all ate those same bad foods that you did. And of course, they are developing the same health issues that you have because of it. Now, experts talk about the leading cause of death being heart disease. But in reality, that may not be the case, as I see the leading cause of death being bad food and beverage choices that we make leading to that heart disease. And the same can be said for, stroke. We start talking about clogged arteries, and diabetes. Okay, yes, these are what define the cause of death, but what kills us in these cases is our food and beverage choices. Now, look, it's easy to find excuses like, well, I'm too tired or I'm too busy, but in reality, I see this as a state of mind. And this is all about your attitude. So, when you're looking for instant gratification in terms of your weight loss, okay, that's the wrong attitude because this isn't next day delivery. This is going to take time to deliver the results that you're looking for. And this is why so many people stick to it, as changing your attitude is hard. Okay, we get caught up in that same sequence. It's day after day of eating the wrong foods. And until we change our attitude about eating better, look, we're going to stay stuck in that same place. So how do we find the motivation to eat better? Okay, so if you put in a mediocre effort, right, can you really expect more than mediocre results? For those that achieve positive results, did they accomplish that with a mediocre effort? No, they got out of it what they put into it by pushing themselves when things got hard, by saying no to those wrong food choices on a consistent basis. And you can ask any one of them, look, they're going to tell you that it wasn't easy, especially right out of the gate, okay, but they overcame and they achieved their vision or on that right path to achieving that vision. So, what is your potential? Okay, look, it's what you want it to be. It is your end vision. Look, don't wait until you age to realize that you've cheated yourself and you never bother to explore exactly what your amazing body is capable of. If you can change your attitude now, look, you get to watch how your whole world changes. Those people who have lost significant amounts of weight, they know that, making a lifestyle change is about so much more than a calorie restriction or getting a gym membership, okay? It's a massive mental challenge that requires stamina, rational thought, and emotional support. So in other words, it's, look, this is a mind makeover first and foremost, okay? Now, being overweight, it can fill you with a million different reasons to hide from the world, okay? But these people found out that in order to shed the weight, they had to shed their fears first. Now, like other addictions, okay, food can sometimes be, a way to temporarily soothe the pain of a past trauma or maybe a negative event, in our lives. And, look, for these type of situations, only you know how they truly affect you. Sometimes it feels impossible because, look, we're not just dealing with calories, okay? We're dealing with people. We're dealing with ourselves and understanding ourselves and why we do these things, okay? And look, this is one of the, the hardest things for a lot of us to do. And everyone has a story on, behind how they became unhealthy. And look, this story is important because it tells us the emotional motivators behind, all of those unhealthy habits that we've adopted. And whether this is depression or covering up anxiety or hurt or coping with a loss or running from our problems, at times, we may use this sedentary lifestyle to avoid what's actually bothering us. So if we're going to successfully change our bodies, then we must manage how we perceive ourselves, right? And how we think about ourselves. So, to become a new person. Okay, look, you must literally, begin to see yourself as that new person. Look, so, just simply going through the motions, look, it's not going to work. Remember, these small changes, right? They can be better than no changes, and don't get frustrated if you slip up sometimes or you miss a day. So every day offers you a new opportunity to make the right decision, regardless of what you did yesterday. So don't look for answers in a new exercise routine or a special diet program. Okay, the answer is always you. Okay, you and the simple choices that you make every day. So every day we're surrounded by people and food temptations, okay, that will, try and sabotage our efforts to lose weight. And this is why losing weight is so difficult, and at times it can be depressing. And there are so many different, diets and exercise programs out there. However, look, none of them will ever work for you if you're not mentally ready to change your life. So, if you've been unable to lose weight, right, chances are, you weren't mentally prepared. And in some cases, it might be inevitable that, stress causes your appetite to increase. Now, emotional eating due to stress, look, this is quite common, okay? So it's not uncommon, to overeat when we start feeling that high pressure. So it is easy for overeating to become habit forming when the immediate go-to during these stress times is food. So overeating, look, it can cause your insulin to increase, causing your blood sugar to drop, causing you to crave more food. So, when you're dealing with stress, as it relates to weight loss, you need to be forgiving of yourself because you can't expect perfection 100% of the time. So don't feel guilty about overeating or going off track. Look, this is going to happen, okay? It's inevitable. So just focus on making your next choice a better one. Look, the key is consistency, okay? It's those small steps, completed along the way, getting us to that optimal end result. Look, the key here, don't quit when things get hard. And trust me, they will get hard, okay? And those are the times that we have to rely on ourselves because there's only one person in your life that can make those needed changes. And that one person is you. Hey, please leave your comments as I work with people on their quest for better health. And if you're looking for more programs that can help you out with that weight loss, nutrition, and your exercise goals, please follow me on YouTube and Instagram. Thank you.